Welcome back to Carving Fairways. Today we're diving into another exciting course preview for the 2025 Masters Worlds coming this July. We're here at the beautiful Bethel University in Minnesota, a course that offers a fantastic mix of challenges and opportunities. From tight wooded fairways to open bombers, Bethel promises to test every aspect of your game. Let's start it up. Hole 1 at Bethel sets the tone with an open tee shot and a tricky finish. You've got a low hanging tree on the left to navigate around and a tight gap to hit near the end, with the basket just beyond. It's a par 3 at 326 feet that demands a controlled sweeping shot to avoid drowning early and to line up a clear putt. Hole 2 is a shorter par 3 at 274 feet. The basket lies on the downslope on the other side, giving you two main approaches: a straight forehand shot hoping to thread through the trees and settle near the basket, or a backhand that sweeps around aiming to skip onto the green. Watch out for OB on the backhand rod along the path, and be mindful of the basket's position on the hill, which can make putting a bit tricky. Hole 3 is a par 4 at 579 feet that really ramps up the challenge. It starts with a straight placement shot through a slight tunnel, where you can opt for a gentle turnover backhand or a forehand to land in the grassy clearing. From there, you've got to navigate the wooded area that notoriously has a tricky green, where discs often catch an edge and roll away from the basket. Securing a par here is definitely a win, given the difficulty of holding that green. Hole 4 is a par 3 at 330-foot tunnel shot with danger on both sides. On the left, there's a sharp drop-off into thick woods that almost guarantees a bogey. On the right, you're spelling trouble with a wall of trees that can knock you down early. The best play here is a turnover backhand or dead straight forehand that holds its line all the way to the pin. Stay in the middle and you have a nice look. Hole 5 is a par 4 at 518 feet, and this one is a monster. You've got a tunnel of trees off the tee that you absolutely have to clear, aiming to push all the way out of the big tree in the opening. If you can get there, you'll be set up with a clean look at an upshot for a birdie. The pin sits on a little hill with a slope behind it. Putting uphill feels comfortable, but coming up short on your approach puts you into decision mode. Hole 6 is a par 3 at 224 feet that plays through the woods with a relatively straight fairway. The basket sits on a hill, giving you a natural backboard so you can confidently power up a shot and take a more controlled mid-range approach to land close to the pin. It's definitely more attackable than the earlier holes, offering a solid birdie opportunity. Hole 7 is a par 3 at 386 feet. Now, with this one, you'll want to make sure you stay off the left side, which is all OB. This first basket that you see right here is the short, and you'll actually play to the second little clearing. Right now, the drone flies to the further basket, and yours is not marked, but yours will be right in this clearing here. Hole 8 is a par 3 that plays as short downhill chip shot. 151 feet, you start with an elevated tee, and you just need to avoid these branches with a nice easy backhand turnover or forehand to land right within the basket. This is certainly one you want to dial up. Hole 9 is a 224-foot par 3 that plays back up the hill to the left. A strong backhand or forehand turnover will get you there, but you need to watch out for the wire that unexpectedly comes into play off the tee. The green is quite a bit forgiving here, so you got a nice little landing area for yourself. Hole 10 is a 304-foot par 3 in the short position tucked nicely into the woods. There's significant OB to the left and a large tree with low-hanging branches ready to catch your disc and drop it into the OB area. You can either go wide with a sweeping forehand or tunnel that backhand all the way through. Hole 11 is a 288-foot par 3 featuring a backhand tunnel shot with OB sitting to the right of the fence. The key here is having something that's stable enough to make it through these first handful of trees, allowing your disc to skip up right to the 2 trees sitting next to the basket. From there you have a 20-foot look at a birdie. Hole 12 is a par 3 at 238 feet played from the short tee. Get a nice stable mid-range, throw it out and let it sit over the lake, falling directly into the basket for your birdie. Hole 13 is a par 3 at 320 feet but plays closer to 340. You've got an uphill tunnel shot with OB lining the left and dense woods on the right. Your best bet is to land something right where the mouth of the tunnel opens up that gives you a clean angle to pitch up and take your par. Playing aggressive here can get you into trouble quick. Hole 14's drone footage shows the long tee, but you'll be playing from the short tee on the right, which avoids much of the wooded tunnel and sits as a par 3 at 228 feet. From the short tee, you'll have to still navigate through a handful of trees to reach the basket that sits on a gentle slope. The short tee makes this hole much more attackable, offering a chance to slide up and shoot for birdie. Hole 15 is a challenging par 4 at 625 feet that demands precision placement. The woods on both sides are unforgiving, and a kick into them can easily lead into a bogey or worse. Your ideal landing zone is around where the short basket is, or slightly to the right, just on this hill here. From there, you need a strong second shot to move up this hill and slightly to the right, allowing you to pitch up for your par putt. Hole 16 is a par 3 at 338 feet, playing from the tee to the short pin position. A nice strong forehand will settle yourself onto the hill just past this bush right here and allow you to attack for a birdie. Hole 17 is a tight wooded adventure from start to finish at 257 feet. There's a narrow line to hit, but it offers both a forehand turnover or a solid backhand. The key to success is controlling your disc's flight and avoiding the rough on either side. Hole 18 is a par 3 at 323 feet and a nice open finishing hole where you tee off from the top of the hill, throwing down towards the pin. There's some OB to watch out for on the left side if your backhand hyzes out too much, but you can comfortably use either a backhand or forehand to get in a good position and end your round with a birdie. And with that, we wrap up our look at Bethel University, one of the courses featured at the 2025 Masters World Championship. With tight technical lines, elevation changes, and unforgiving water carries, Bethel demands smart decisions and clean execution from start to finish. Whether you're hunting birdies or scrambling for par, this course rewards precision and punishes mistake. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep carving those fairways.